From Star Television Network in Freetown, this is the National News Bulletin. I am Leonora Jawara. Hello and welcome. First, let's have a look at the top stories. Sierra Leone's permanent representative to the United Nations, Dr. Ali Kabar, has informed this medium that His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio will co-chair the high-level conference for the Peace Building Fund on the 26th of January 2021.
His Excellency Julius Maada Bio, President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, has graciously consented to co-chair the conference alongside the UN Secretary General, the Prime Minister of Sudan, and the Foreign Ministers of Canada and Germany.
The Freetown Wash and Aquatic Environment Revamping Project is designed to extensively benefit the Western Area Rural District, according to the communication person, the Mavali Water Company, Ali Kabar.
And this we associate the container, the container there. This materials, pipe fittings, pump generators, spares, taken anyway, the environment, the different projects with the Freetown water supply rehabilitation project.
Podogafka, a Croatian-based food company, has on Saturday, January 16th, held a food exhibition at the Sierra Palms at Aberdeen Beach.
That will be affordable for the people of West Africa to have cheap and quality food.
And in sports, Chairman of the Electoral Committee at the Sierra Leone Football Association, Oluyuni Robin Koka, has said that his committee has no intention to disenfranchise any candidates who wants to contest in the upcoming SLAFA elective congress. And all these making the headlines. And now the news in detail. Sierra Leone's permanent representative to the United Nations, Dr. Ali Kabar, has informed this medium that His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio will co-chair the high-level conference for the Peace Building Fund on the 26th of January 2021. There's the highlight.
Excellencies, the Secretary General of the United Nations, Mr. Antonio Guterres, is inviting all member states to a high-level replenishment conference for the Peace Building Fund on January 26, 2021 to mobilize critical support for conflict prevention and peace building against the fund's 1.5 billion requirements for the period 2020 to 2024. The conference aims to counter the persistent underinvestment in peace building and provide this timely, catalytic, and risk-tolerant instrument with more adequate, predictable, and sustained resources to support national peace-building effort in more than 40 countries around the world. His Excellency Julius Maada Bio, President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, has graciously consented to co-chair the conference alongside the UN Secretary General, the Prime Minister of Sudan, and the Foreign Ministers of Canada and Germany. Sierra Leone has benefited immensely from the catalytic impact of the Peace Building Fund. Since 2007, the PBF has invested over $65 million in Sierra Leone. Through a series of Security Council mandated missions and now working closely with the UN country team, the PBF supported and is still supporting a wide range of peace building projects in Sierra Leone, including but not limited to institution building for inclusive democratic governance, reconciliation, access to justice, protection of human rights, improved security sector coordination, promotion of dialogue, youth empowerment and gender equality, contributing to state building processes and community conflict prevention and resolution. I therefore call on all member states to renew their commitment to the UN's peace-building effort and for a concerted push to mobilize adequate, predictable, and sustained financing for peace building by participating and pledging funds during the replenishment conference on the 26th January 2021. Thank you, merci, sheshe, shukran, gracias, spasiba.
The communication person, Guma Valley Water Company, Ali Kabar, has said the Freetown Wash and Aquatic Environment Revamping Project is designed to extensively benefit the Western AO district, as water supply system under this project will be constructed at Mongeba, Bauma, Angola Town, Hamilton, and Waterloo. He was speaking to my colleague Abdulrahman Kamara over the weekend when a team from Guma took an inspection tour to the Kisi Pipe Facility and the Guma Eastern Office on the prospects and challenges in delivering effective water supply.
As part of we visit the Guma facilities, we did Kisi, the Guma Pipe Yard, Usai Adoni, the communications person. We therefore take me along for actually tell you how important this facility and how you can start.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, Masoud.
We know the Guma Kisi Pipe here. We lay down here also the people pipes, fittings, materials, and okay. This will work. At least this way, as you see the container, the container there. This the materials, pipe fittings, pump generators, spares, they can tell me the environment, different projects with the water supply rehabilitation project. That project they are not presently because of the COVID-19. But Guma gets access to the material because we get what we do under the project we like for fix leaks them, domains extensions, so we can get access to the material for carry out development. So basically, 50 containers, we get pipe fittings, all kinds of all sizes, pumps, generators, all kinds of.
So, who do you manage this facility?
Because they can tell you the project still on due to the COVID-19, but we get access to the materials for undertake the local project. We will undertake under the project.
Okay. As you mentioned, for instance, if we get any leakage somewhere, there is a reported incident of a leakage. Now, from here on, they can take.
Yes, but this is not big. This is not like for transmission. This is not like 18 inches means this is not for the transmission of pipe. Then the big pipe will bring water can not on. So basically, we forget the kind break down and then we can kind of take material. But basically, what they do now? Now then kind of size pipe here, we try for fix most in that community. They will pull them plenty in connection the week in later of that communities there. So we they do some means then plenty with the pipe here. Now various communities. One starts the whole of 20. We start the tail end of 2019. We do a more of 2020 and also the carry out, so they continue that process this 2021 because the amount of wastage will take place due to the pipes and the use of the system. So if we save some of them water, then we repair the pipes that they do some means we make people then connect near to the houses. Then we will save a lot of water we will put back into the system and make water reach plenty people that we need to get presently. So that the idea that one day.
Okay.
Saddle, valves. Couplings, there's working use for work.
So all containers are equally the same?
No, not all. They're different.
Are different
Yes.
squares?
Yeah, they are fitted there. This is like they do connection and pipe. And this is the way you strap this one and from there they call the saddle. Yeah. You strap on the pipe. So hello, because plenty. You can listen about this.
Okay, Ali, what does it really mean to residents at the capital in a situation where they say una succeed for replace all of them pipes the way they leak, as you just been saying, forget the other pipe. What does this mean for effective delivery of water supply?
Well, we always tell the public the water is supplied to Freetown, not enough, but at the same time, they lost plenty to their wastage here. So it means to say this, if we're able to succeed in this challenge for do some means and most communities and get rid of them wastage here, it means to say, well, we will save more water, put more water in the system. Most I find the leak, if they within a Guma pipe here, there we get a 5 holes down the line. The water they waste there, definitely they get enough pressure for each down to within number 5 down the road. So basically, because all the waste now, the pressure they use now the pipeline. But if we fix that now leakage, then the water will get enough pressure. When we don't get done, the water will move and go to the next route and then the next route and the next route. So plenty of people will get access. So
we're not able to give water 24 hours because of the population and the demand. So therefore, the company don't set up the way they ration the water. Each area gets 8 hours. If today that area east, we get 8 hours, let me say from 7 o'clock in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. We get where we the ration around the area. We get the global valve where they don't send the water to the area. We serve within the area. We get we hold the ration and for make everybody in the area get. Customer, we not agree for honor Guma bills. They can drive we for make we disconnect them. But we will make sure so we engage the customer on a monthly basis. We will send text to them for reminder. We will call them on phone for reminder. Also, we will send the hard copy of bill to them. But some customer can they will take 1, 2, 3 months, 4 months. They not they pay. More especially domestic customers, then we can tend for patients then because that then the service they for. You understand? But like when the thing go down, they go up to the tune of million, then we can say this no way, no, we send disconnection notice for them. When we send the disconnection notice for them, if again they don't respond, then we can take the other way, say this, then we disconnect the customer. That's in that when we disconnect automatically, we disconnect them again, now the system, may the bill not the run.
Podravka, a cohesion-based food processing and pharmaceutical company producing high-quality products with a combination of culinary experience and healthy ingredients as a universal complement on several dishes that gives full and rich flavor to dishes, as on Saturday, January 16th, held a food exhibition at the Sierra Palms Beach at Aberdeen. Tamara Nowick, Chief Executive, West Africa Invest, is the general representative for Podravka in Sierra Leone. She spoke to Star Television on the origin of the menu that is sold worldwide with the objective of introducing the continental dishes in the country.
Yes, actually, that's thanks to Mr. Ambassador Bernard McIntosh. That was his idea to bring strong food industry company that will be affordable for the people of West Africa to have cheap and quality food. We choose West Africa. We are general representative for Podravka for whole West Africa, that is 16 countries, and we will have presentations in all of the countries, and we will be present all over the market. The local market can express for the beginning better prices, and the prices that can be affordable to anybody who wants to enter the store, who wants to enter the warehouse. The prices will be just cheap and affordable, as you have the opportunity to see and taste at our presentation. The products are high quality of the products and high standards of the company that has all certificates on and reaching just the highest goals. We will have the stores and we will have the warehouses in Waterloo, McKinney, Kent, and other region. This was presentation to present and just to inform the people of Sierra Leone about the Podravka and about the Podravka's products. This was actually short presentation because Podravka has more than 1,000 products. So we would just like to bring the attention to the people there. They can be aware of the high quality of the products on much cheaper prices and affordable prices.
In the very first place, they are here because they want to maximize food production and consumption, and then, like they rightly said, they want to make sure that every Sierra Leonean have access to food devoid of your financial planning. And then, as you've seen the display of food, it already tells you that as much as they are foreign, but the food are very, very healthy. And then I think it would be nice if only we can be able to inculcate it as part of our already food routine. Like I rightly said, for all you know, I mean, I've tasted many of the foods, if not all, and I would rightly say they are very, very healthy. If only we can be able to make sure that the average Sierra Leonean gets used to it, because many of the food are not spicy. Okay, so I mean, we're used to eating food that are full of pepper, salt, and you see this one is a bit healthy, but then I feel it is foreign. The job here is to make sure that the average Sierra Leonean get used to it. The average Sierra Leonean find pleasure, you understand, in eating any of the food. I was talking to a colleague nearby and I was saying if only we can be able to get large number of distributors for the product, it will help the producers themselves, and of course it will help also for the job market. You have people who are jobless, who of course will be part of the distributors, okay? come, you buy in large quantity, and then you go and sell. I mean, for me, I think it is also going to help in our health system. Many of the foods we consume here in Sierra Leone, they are not health prudent, they are not health sensitive. So I am pretty sure the food here, if only, like I said, if only people can be able to get used to it and its consumption, I feel it will help health-wise and financially also to help to boom our economy.
And you're still watching the news bulletin here on Star TV. Now, the Director, Legal and Corporate Affairs, National Public Procurement Authority, NPPA, lawyer Francis Bayar, has said maintaining a high standard of ethics in state procurement is critical, adding that procurement is what sets entire supply chain and organization in motion, especially in the areas of loyalty and respect. Accountability and integrity should be strictly followed in order to avoid conflicts of interest. He spoke to Abdul Rahman Kamara in this interview on the measures put in place to ensure compliance to these ethical principles.
So in 2016, because of the trend in the procurement landscape, internationally and locally, that act was repealed in the 2004 Act and it was replaced by the 2016 Act. And the mandate of the NPPA is outlined in section 14.2, which says the NPPA is to monitor, regulate public procurement in Sierra Leone and also to advise government of public procurement. There are several aspects of our mandate which are detailed in section 14. But then you may want to know what we regulate and monitor. We regulate and monitor all procurement funded by government, public fund, or even funded by donor. And these procurement include the procurement of goods, when you buy like laptop or a camera, or when you buy furniture, and procurement of services. It could be a consultancy service, if somebody hires your service as a media practitioner, you perform a role, that's a professional service. And we have non-consultancy service like cleaning, fumigation, and catering services. These are non-consultancy services. And then works. Works include construction, like when you construct a bridge, or a market, or a community center. It include rehabilitation, maintenance, and repairs, installation of machinery. So those are the works that we monitor that are being undertaken by the MDAs, Ministry, Department, Agency, and local councils. In section 1(2) of the Act, it says that we monitor and regulate the procurement activities of all MDAs, ministries, departments, and agencies of government. And it says all local councils. Local councils was introduced in 2004, reintroduced in 2004. Now, for every profession or walk of life, ethics is very important. For us in the legal field, the legal profession, we have ethical principles, and they are embedded in one single document which we refer to as a code of conduct, or the code of ethics for legal practitioners. Now, that is an act of parliament, it's a statutory instrument, that code of conduct, that regulates the legal profession. And so for every profession which is germane to human conduct, like we have the procurement profession which is new in this country, there must be some ethical principles that are associated with that profession. So ethics can be defined as any moral conduct or moral principles and integrity. So you want to know what is moral conduct. Moral conduct is when you decide between wrongful conduct and rightful conduct. That is what moral conduct implies. And so moral conduct and integrity, you have people say that this is a man of high integrity. So when you maintain integrity, you are maintaining moral conduct. And moral conduct and moral principles include, involve when you decide a rightful conduct and a wrongful conduct. So that is basically what ethics is. When you decide what is wrongful and what is rightful in your day-to-day activity or operations.
The president of TechFrica, Abdul Aziz Kuruma, has said TechFrica is an African technology and entertainment company that seeks to help tackle social, economic, infrastructure, educational, and environmental difficulties that also created various other platforms in Sierra Leone for streaming songs and videos that have been operating for the past 3 years with signed and recognized artists in the country. He spoke to Elizabeth Kagbo on the importance of the platform.
The reason for us to name the app Subfrica is because it's created by an African, and we want Africa to own this particular app. So it's just like when you wake up in the morning, then you saw your neighbor, you have to say hello, you understand? So in the other way around, we just say sub, you understand? Then we decide to bring the Africa in. But if you said Sub Africa, it's as if you already personalize it for the Africa. You understand? So we decided to say Subfrica. We take off the A. So it was created by an African and created for African, and we want it to be used by all. By all means all over the globe. It doesn't matter who you are. As it is now, we are not in partnership with anybody, and then we are not receiving anything like sponsorship. But as a company, we're ready to go public, and we open up to partners, and we open up to partners, and anybody, as long as you know you are fit, you understand, you can come on board to buy shares, and then we're good to go. But presently we have our GoFundMe page, as that page was created by the other Africans like the Patrice Lumumba, Dr. Tata, and other people that sees that we're doing a very great thing for Africa, because Subfrica is not just for us. Yes, the initiative comes from a Sierra Leonean, but Subfrica is for Africa as a whole. So they've deemed it fit to say, look, our brothers, formations, everything that will be on WhatsApp is going to be well encrypted. So you have a total privacy. That's what we African want, you understand? Your business should be your personal business. There's no way what your own personal information or what you've been communicating with another person, you just need somebody out there from nowhere that will just tap into your system and everything. So you have 150% security, and everything about what you're going to be doing on Subfrica stays there. Today has been the 9th or 10th day since we released Subfrica, and I must confess we have like 95% positive messages. You know, the 5% that I could say it's negative is because when we released the app, it was a test beta. You understand? It's just as if as you want to test it out to the public to see how they could accept it. So it was not yet fully ready for us to give out. So we decided, because we in the company have been using it for over 6 months, so we decided to say, okay, let's share out to our friends, to our close family members, so we can have this extended communication, so we can see how best and how best people could appreciate it. I'm talking about within our family regions. But within those post-its time, then they have just go out like that to the public, the whole public, and then within 48 hours we have over 100,000 downloads. So now we are over 300,000 downloads, and we are having positive comments. Those that are not giving us the positive feedbacks are the one that does not have access now to receive the access code. Okay. But as you said, before WhatsApp came in existence, we used to have what we call Viber. You understand? And in those times, only people that are using Viber will have to communicate with a Viber user. So when WhatsApp came in existence, people leave Viber, you understand, and then jump to WhatsApp. So you can only communicate with someone on WhatsApp if you have a WhatsApp. If we both need to communicate, it means we both have WhatsApp. It doesn't matter which kind of WhatsApp. So you cannot be using WhatsApp and then you want to communicate on Subfrica. Unless you have the Subfrica, you need to download, you need to activate the app itself, then you can automatically see me when you refresh your contacts. Then I think that's how we're going to start the store, because we are working on the App Store for those that are using Apple. You can go down now to the Google Play Store, just type Subfrica, it's there, it's the #1 app for the past 10 days. Then you can easily download it and then install.
And to round up a news bulletin, let's see what's happening in the sporting world. As the chairman of the Electoral Committee of the Sierra Leone Football Association, Oluyoni Robin Quokka, has said that his committee has no intention to disenfranchise any candidate who want to contest in the upcoming SLAFA elective congress. Hilton John, a sports correspondent, has more for you.
Hello everyone, welcome for today's sporting news. The chairman of the Electoral Committee at the Sierra Leone Football Association, Oluyoni Robin Quokka, has said that his committee full of members with integrity. He called on those who has been nominated, those who will meet the criteria, to believe on the process because they want to see free and transparent election. He updates journalists on the latest developments at the end of the nomination process. Here is the report by Isabella Stanley.
The chairman of the Electoral Committee at the Sierra Leone Football Association, Olune Robin Coker, has called on the football fraternity to believe on the ongoing electioneering process. He added that his committee have members who are full of integrity, pride and respect. Those who meet the criteria according to the Sierra Leone Football Association status of 2012 and 2019 will qualify to contest for the upcoming Sierra Leone Football Association Electives Congress in February 26 and 27 in Makeni.
I believe that if all the related entities are given an opportunity to do their job, we will end up with a list of candidates for election no later than the 13th or the 12th of February 2021. We believe that the process must be kept open, which is why we're here, and we'll be here again and continue to check in with you throughout the process. We believe you have a responsibility as the media to convey the messages and the progress that is being made in an objective manner so that the footballing public knows what's going on and can continue to have confidence in the process. So without further ado, that said, we make ourselves at your disposal today. We've shared with you information. I also want to emphasize that part of our process of transparency is to have re-established the SLFA website, and we'll continue to update it with information. So this list that we've just read will be updated on the SLFA website or via the Facebook page. The SLFA statute, the electoral code, which is what guides our activities, will all be there. The nomination guidelines is already there. And we're open. We want this process to be a success for football in Sierra Leone. And we're looking to you as our co-collaborators in this process to deliver a fair, transparent, robust process that will ensure Sierra Leone football continues to grow in 2021 and beyond.
He refuted the claims made by the former captain of the Leon Stars, Mohamed Kalon, about his nomination process, that he was rigid at the last day of the nomination down the Sierra Leone Football Association Secretariat.
Mr. Mohamed Kalon has an opportunity to make use of the structures available for redress of grievance. Article 12 of the Electoral Code says, 12.2 is that any appeal shall be sent by registered post or delivered in exchange for confirmation of receipt to the General Secretariat of the SLFA. It actually says within 4 days of receipt of the Electoral Committee's decision. So we don't want to start debating when 4 days started. Was it when a verbal indication was given, or was it when we responded to a letter and stated categorically, this decision was not made by the Secretariat, it was made by the committee. All I would say is that it will be in Master Kalon and his other colleagues' best interest to submit an appeal to the Electoral Appeals Committee no later than Monday, next Monday. What date is that?
18th.
Monday the 18th of January. So that the Electoral Appeals Committee can sit on the appeal. We as a committee cannot refer the matter. We were told very clearly, we thought, let's speed up this thing. And we were told, no, you will not be following process. You will not be conforming with the rules and regulations. Everybody has to try to conform with what they signed up to. When Mr. Kalon established FC Kalon and made FC Kalon a member of this SLFA, he explicitly agreed to follow the rules and regulations of the SLFA because that's what it entails. Why should the process be any different? It is a curiosity that FC Kalon is busy seconding and nominating other people and not Mr. Mohamed Kalon himself, but that's an internal matter.
Meanwhile, Monday, 18 January, is the final date for the full nomination. Documents should be presented to the FA through the Secretariat. For Star TV Sports in Freetown, I am Isabella Stanley.
Thanks to Isabella for that report. Congratulations to the former mayor, Herbert Williams, who celebrated his birthday over the weekend at the Angola playing ground. The match was played between Flavor FC and Herbert team. It all ended 3-3. After we saw personalities, they were in attendance to greet the birthday celebration. So happy belated birthday to the former mayor of Freetown Municipality, Herbert George Williams.
Happy birthday to you, Lord. Happy birthday, dear Mayor. Happy birthday to you. We wish you long life. We wish you long life. Happy birthday to you.
That's all for sports for today's news. Back to you, Leonard Jawa in the studio.
And that's all in a Star News Bulletin file. Thank you so very much for watching. I am Leonard Jawa. Stay with us for more information, education, and entertainment.